Wednesday Post. Speaking for us Americans, did you know that 1 in 4 women at some point in their life will be classified as clinically depressed? And then are given SSRIs on different pharmaceutical medications to counter this so-called clinical depression. And obviously, in this country, that's a profit center. That's big money for pharmaceutical companies. But I would say I challenge that. I challenge that diagnosis. For instance, I had someone I work with recently tell me she had been on medication for over 17 years because she was diagnosed as clinically depressed after she had her second child and was going through some struggles with her husband. And she's been taking it ever since. And I asked her, why? Why are you still taking this medication? Do you need it? And she said, well, my doctor hasn't told me to stop taking it, so I just take it every day and don't think twice about it. Wow. So when I probed a little further, I said, well, how do you feel about possibly coming off that medication? Anxious was her response. Fearful was her response. Afraid that this personality that had transpired within her because of some major life issues really impacted her ability to function in her job because of some struggles at home. So I said to her, how about you, next time you go in to see your physician, you ask them about the medication and consider maybe having that conversation about taking you off of it, because you have wonderful coping skills. I see them demonstrated every single day. In my opinion, although I'm not a professional medical doctor, I don't think you need them. Well, it's been 6 months and she's off those meds. And no, she did not crash. No, she did not return to this depressive state. And I would also argue, with all the struggles that we're seeing in this world today, all the atrocities and really just horrific things happening to humanity, who wouldn't be depressed? You can't be in your right mind if you're not feeling some sense of depression or anxiety. If you're not, then I question what's going on. So, for ladies out there, know that you don't need to rely on a pill. Very few people have to stay on any type of narcotics because of some challenges when it comes to emotional health or emotional regulation. We know that we can teach ourselves skills for how best to manage our emotions. And we know that now, with the way the brain heals, we have our own natural immune cells that will heal our brain, that will heal the emotional struggles, that will heal the physical body. And also having just a faith in mankind as a kind species that's able to conquer whatever challenges are in front of us, can really do wonders for the mental health and well-being of each one of us, our daughters, as well as the men that we love in our life and our sons. So have faith in the power of you and your mental toughness, your mental resiliency. And if you are on some type of medication or been diagnosed with some type of mental issue, know that that does not define you, or much more than any status that the world bestows upon you. I wish you the best. Be well, live well, breathe, practice gratitude, try to eat healthy, and nourish your mind with things that foster helpful connections so that you can show up and contribute to building a better community